Welcome to the Journey of 1,000 Mistakes. My name is Guillaume Sauvé, and today we're going to talk about creativity. Last week's challenge was really fun because the week before that I slept on the floor, so I was exhausted. I'm like, you know what? I just need something really simple. It's going to be fun and going to be a really good day, a good way to start the day. So I decided for 30 minutes every single day that week, I would do something creative. I don't really have any painting supplies. I haven't painted since I was young. And although, yes, I'm a writer and that technically is creative, I really wanted to do something like physically creative, whether it be drawing or something like that. So I just decided, okay, you know what? Every day, 30 minutes, I'm going to draw something. I haven't drawn seriously for a really long time. The last time was probably in high school. Every once in a while, I draw something, but it's mostly doodles and stuff like that. But this week, I'm like, you know what? We're going to try it, see how it goes. And it was awesome. Just starting that day with 30 minutes of creativity just gets you in that happy, eager state to start the day. Instead of just being like, oh man, I gotta go to work. It's like, oh yes, I get to spend 30 minutes doing something that I love. And yes, even though I haven't drawn in a really long time, I still love it. Even if sometimes I get at the end and I look at the result, I'm like, oh my God, that's horrible. But that's okay, because this is a whole journey with 1,000 mistakes. It's normal to make mistakes. So, if you're watching the video, I'm going to show the pictures. If you're listening to the podcast, then you can go to thejourneyof1000mistakes.com, check out the blog for this episode, or watch the video to see the pictures. If not, totally fine, no pressure on that. So, day one, I drew a tree. It's not great, not fantastic. It's not horrible either. I'm relatively satisfied with how it came out. And it's just the fact of doing it, just getting at the end and seeing the result. You're like, okay, you know what? I accomplished something today. Even if the entire rest of the day is a waste, this was worth it. So let's keep going. Day two was a building. Don't ask me why I drew a building, because I'm like, okay, normally when I have to draw something, I draw a tree because it's easy and I enjoy it, but I had to draw something different every single day. So I'm like, you know what? A building should be relatively easy. It was surprisingly difficult in the sense that it took a really long time to do, even though it's pretty simple building. But it's just, I don't know, I enjoyed playing with shadows and stuff like that, so it was fun. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. Now, day three didn't go quite as well. I drew a mushroom, and I started with the stem and everything, and then I got to the cap of the mushroom, and I started drawing, and I just looked, I'm like, oh my God, that looks horrible. It looks like kind of a monster's head trying to eat the stem of the mushroom. It looked really weird. So I could have either restarted or kept going, but I felt like restarting would be kind of failing the challenge. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just draw over it. Doesn't matter. So you can still kind of see it in the background here. Kind of ruins the drawing a bit, but it doesn't matter. By the way, fun fact, if you don't know me personally, I don't actually like mushrooms, which is funny because I chose to draw one. But anyway, yeah, it was pretty fun. Day four, I drew a flower. Not exactly a real flower. I've never seen a flower like this. I just thought it'd be fun, relatively simple. Once again, really enjoyed it. Happy with the way it came out. And that's pretty much it. And finally, last but not least, I drew a cactus because I've always loved cacti and they're pretty easy to draw. And I'm pretty much satisfied with the way it came out. Could have been worse, could have been better. Overall, really fun. So, if you're listening to the audio, I'm really sorry about this. This was probably super boring, but maybe it's going to motivate you to go to my website. If you want to go there, by the way, you can sign up, get a free guide. And also coming up in the next few weeks, depending on when you're listening to this, I'm going to release a free course. So if you go to my website, you can sign up there. This pretty much covers the challenge for this week. Once again, I kind of stopped doing the failures and successes journal just because I don't know. I don't feel the need to record it so much. It's more day by day. I go, see if I enjoyed the day, see if I was productive, happy, and so on and so forth. So I kind of let that drop for now. Maybe I'll bring it back. I don't know. The whole point is just to have fun, test new things. And especially this week was really to relax, be creative, recuperate from last week, from sleeping on the floor, and just try to do small tweaks to my routine just to be happier, more fulfilled. So thank you so much for being here. If you want to try this challenge, It's really fun. I encourage you to do it. It doesn't have to be drawing. It can be painting. It can be writing. It can be music, dance, anything. Just do something creative every day. I chose 30 minutes just because it worked well for me, but it can just be 5 minutes if you want to. Anyway, thanks again for being here. Don't forget to make mistakes. And as always, just make the best of life. Thank you so much. See you next week.